During a timeout, Louisville head coach Rick Pitino mentioned the Dukes, the Virginias, the Michigan States, the North Carolinas, all the tough opponents his Cardinals will encounter this season. But it turns out tonight, the St. Louis Billikens proved to be as tough an opponent as any the Cardinals might encounter this season. But like you would expect from any Pitino team, in the end, the Cardinals pulled out the victory. They defeated St. Louis 77-57, winning the Barclays Classic here in Brooklyn. After the game, Pitino paid St. Louis one of the highest compliments by saying their style of play reminded him of the 1976 Indiana Hoosiers team, the last undefeated team in college basketball. Jim Cruz, the head coach of St. Louis, was a player on that 1976 team, and his Billikens played well in the first half. They were only down by 3 points and, in fact, took a 1-point lead early on in the second half. But from there, Louisville took control. They went on an 18-4 run and were led by guard Trey Lewis, who had 7 of those 18 points and finished with a team-high 22 points for the Cardinals. Another player who played well from start to finish, Mangok Mathiang. He had his first collegiate double-double, 17 points and 13 rebounds. And after the game, I spoke with Mangok and asked him what made St. Louis so tough in that first half.
Just a bunch of cuts. We knew just coming into the game how much motion and cut they're going to be doing. But, it kind of caught some of us by surprise. And, the communication wasn't really there in the first half. And it just kind of hurt us. But Coach, second half, came in and told us, just go out there and play your game. Just go out there, play defense, make sure you communicate, and everything is going to be just fine.
What's the biggest adjustment you think you made in that second half?
Just going through with our guy, trying to go man as quick as we can. And, just mostly communication. That kind of, it just kind of makes everything a lot more easier when you communicate, especially on the defensive end.
And I noticed that you're a big communicator out there, kind of just energetic, going for loose balls, yelling at your teammates. What motivates you to bring that energy to the field?
Just winning. I'm a winner. I'd like to do whatever I can to win. And if it means for me to, dive on the floor, if it means for me to, just pull my teammate to the side and just kind of get in his face a little bit, I do what I can.
Crawford was perfect from the field for St. Louis in the first half. What did you guys do to try and contain him in the second half?
Just meet him early, and every time he drives, just make sure there's always help right there. And, like I said, it's just communicating and just being the right place at the right time.
You are one of the veterans on this team because you guys have lost so many players. What do you try to say to the new players that you have coming to this program to kind of get them to buy into it and play well?
Just have fun. You're playing for one of the top schools in the country. You're playing for one of the best college coaches, in the country. He's a Hall of Famer. He's won national championships. He's been there, done that. So, there's nothing else you could ask for. Just sit there, pick up as much as you can, learn as much as you can, and just mostly have fun. He's telling us night in, night out, the most important thing about basketball is having fun. And, I think our guys just go out there and enjoy themselves.
First time playing here at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, what'd you think?
It was great. It was a lot of fun. Hopefully it's not the first or the last time.
I mentioned some of the tough opponents the Cardinals will have to face this season. Well, on Wednesday, they'll head to East Lansing, Michigan to take on the number 3 ranked Michigan State Spartans, the team that defeated them in the Elite Eight last year, that game being part of the ACC Big Ten Challenge. Stay tuned to ALOTOFSportsTalk.com. Tomorrow, Adeshina Kawicki will be in Landover, Maryland with post-game coverage of the New York Giants-Washington Redskins game. Again, tonight's final score, Louisville defeats St. Louis 77-57. Reporting from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, I'm Julia Morris for ALOTOFSportsTalk.com.